Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good whatever time of day it may be for you, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Layback Gamer, and we're back with another video. I'm not sure what it is, but it is bound to be, hopefully, a very exciting one. So yeah, we're back. And, well, you read the title, so you know exactly what we're going to be doing. So, if you like the video, leave a like. Maybe even consider subscribing if you really like the video. Ooh, that'd be very nice if you did. And, well, yeah, so go on, grab some food and a beverage, maybe not one that's that fancy, sit back, and enjoy the show.
The Independents, or was it a Circle faction? Or not, so, but with Chantry, that's one.
All men are the work of our Maker's hand, from the lowest slave
Do you?
The deep dark
Nope.
before dawn's
those
first
who
light
bring
seems
ham
at hand.
without provocation.
Alright, was it you?
Good to see you again.
Oh, who was it then? Collective. Circle of Magi, Denerim. Oh, okay. Never mind. I see. Alright, so we did that. I thought it was a reward for someone. Hooded Courier. Do I have something for you?
Leave me to my business.
Thank you.
You here to report another crime? I swear we should just cordon off the entire district. Oh, can I help you, Warden?
Do you need any help?
What? You're serious? I mean, yes, I could use help. I've got a pretty popular, establishment that's crawling with mercenaries. If I send my boys in, someone might get, maker forbid, hurt, and I'll have to explain to their noble fathers that being a guard is actually dangerous.
Alright, what do you need me to do?
The name of the whorehouse is the Pearl. Beat down any mercenaries that are out of line and send them a message. I said beat down, not kill. Let me make that really clear. Not on fire, or exploded, or make a nose, whatever type of grisly death you can dream up. Sorry. Used to giving orders to my boys. Just leave them breathing and I'll be happy.
Sign me up, Sergeant.
Thank you, Warden. Happy hunting.
Not quite yet on that one, though. Not quite yet. Alright. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and see if there's anything to steal off of you. Nothing to steal. I think I've checked that before already. Gossip going on. Great Warden poster. I think we've been into each of these shops before. Laundry. Take care of that. Hold on a second. I did. I think I did gift some. Yeah, I did do some gifting. Okay. Oh, no, I did not. Okay. That was the other thing I had wanted to do. I'd wanted to send some people some gifts that I think they would appreciate.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
I completely forgot about that. That'll go to that later. Of course, Wade's Emporium, which will also be important for later. But first, we need to gather the necessary materials
As you wish.
to make it happen. All right, we're just gonna go quickly. Oops.
Right.
Find world map. Go to party camp. Because we have some gifts I need to distribute out, and we might also have a bit of a cutscene, some interaction, people. No, we don't. Okay. So, Morgan. Actually, start with Alistair. Story. I think. Yeah, not that. Entry amulet.
Is that for me?
That'll
Really?
do. Yep. Don't want that. Pretty pair of pantaloons would be great for the dog. Wayne, this is the one. So this will start the first of our character companion quests. And we got this from the circle. So here you go.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
You know what? You're welcome. What do you hope to find within?
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
I bet. Now Morgan has a higher approval rate. Alistair, what's your approval rate, if I might ask? 19. Let's see, is there any... I think that's better for Shale. There's a book. I don't think, no. Wilhelm's Tiara, I don't think there's anything here for you, Alistair. Shale... I think gold might be a more neutral one.
Is that for me?
There we go.
Really? Wow. Wow.
This, I think Liliana would appreciate a bit.
Why, thank you so much.
Okay, not as much as I thought. Rosa Forley, how about this?
Why, thank you so much.
How about this one?
Why, thank you so much.
We're very picky. Let's see if we can do this.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
Alright, there we go. Alistair now has a minor constitution. That's what I kind of want to work for. Will...
Something on your mind?
This does not. Okay, never mind. I think I have to get his approval rating a bit higher than that. Let's go... We'll sell some stuff off quickly.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me. I'm
See your
sure
wares,
you'll
huh?
be
See here. Anything here that I'd like to buy? Not really. Well, there are all these gifts. There's... This one, I think, was one that... It wasn't... This could have been one that we just pick up naturally in the world. Private documents, blank vellum. This one, we definitely sold this. And the stuff down here is, you can influence... Like, anything at the bottom of this list is more gifts that I don't want to... Well, we can gift them to people, and it will change their influence. But we don't want to do that. Not with any of these. Alright. So... Long sword is better than mine. I think mine's still got the upper hand. Bolts, we'll keep these. Sell that. Oh, do I want to... I haven't really been using any... I should really use some of these balms and salves. Journeyman runes. You know what? I'm okay. Thank you.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, they're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Alright, well that's nice. A bit of quick approval rating. So, we can't really get any more of the approval quests going until we take off for different areas. I do eventually want to return to Ostagar. I also want to take Warden's Keep. for myself, and that'll give Alistair some pretty good armor. But I think the next best play... I do also want to get the one quest done for the toxic extract. So, with that being... And since it will also... it'll also... I'm just trying to remember... Just trying to recall... in a normal playthrough, at least on my side, I end up doing Redcliffe, then the Circle, and go back to Redcliffe, because you need to then come to the castle. Then afterwards, we get another area over here to go through. I'll go through that. Then once we have those two done, I will either... Sometimes I go the Brazilian outskirts, and then end at the Frostback Mountains. The last playthrough I did, I went to the Frostback Mountains and then this forest. So, you know, we'll save the Frostback Mountains for later. This will be the last one, because it also, I think, is the longest one. Just because of a... in terms of quest line, number of quests that you need in order to get to it, it's not too many. However, they're really long quests. So that's probably an area where we want to save for the final, because the gear will also upgrade to the very end, and we'll be getting a lot of it there. So I think it's in our best interest. We are actually going, instead of to Redcliffe, we'll save that one for later.
Yes.
Are actually going to go to the Brazilian forest and finish that. This is one that I don't do very often in a playthrough. Like, in the average play... I've only beaten this game a couple times. Most of the time I end up stopping short of here or Frostback Mountains. Oh, it's this encounter. Okay. We are now at this point. I got a Discord notification. I gotta quickly double check on what that is. 1 second. Okay, it was nothing. Just for a Minecraft server that I'm a part of.
Oh, thank the Maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me. I'll take you to them.
Seems rather sus. However, as we're soon about to discover, sadly, we can't outsmart that. We can't Yep, thanks for giving this away. How we were this dumb to fall for this is beyond me. Hey, look! It's the guy in that other cutscene that we saw.
The Grey Warden dies here!
Alright, we are heavily outmatched here. The best thing that we can do is we're gonna have to start popping bombs everywhere. Let's see, Alistair. I would like you to apply the rock salve. So yeah, we apply rock and swift salve onto you.
What?
We throw it?
As you wish.
Alright, Wayne, give us a heal. I'm actually going to quickly drink a potion too. You think I'm crazy? You think I'm such an easy fight? Oh, let's see how crazy you think I am when I throw a bomb at my feet. Okay, that may have killed me. That may have killed me. Goodbye, assassin. Ow! Get up, it wasn't that hard. Slam! And quake it up. Probably should have saved it for them.
How does that feel?
You know, I didn't actually realize that these guys were just super weak. Thank you. Slam. Alright, Hal's just gonna deal with the guys up there. Meanwhile, we're just gonna go ahead and take some of the components off. What are you doing here? I agree, that is it.
Let's grab some glory.
Bash him, please. Okay, I can at least do that. And a slam!
That could have been worse.
I agree, it would have been much worse. Still, kill him now. No, we have some good use for him.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet.
I have not. I do have some questions.
Ah, so I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zeverin. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
You know, I'm actually rather happy that you failed. I like being alive.
So would I be, in your shoes. For me, however, it sets a rather poor precedent, doesn't it? Getting captured by a target seems a tad detrimental to one's budding assassin career.
Well, actually not true. You could be captured by your target and then assassinate him later for a bit of a unexpected kill. So who are the Antivan Crows, then?
This elf is a crow. That makes sense. They are an order of assassins out of Antiva. I understand they almost run that nation, and are hired only at great expense.
Quite right. I'm surprised you haven't heard much of the Crows out here. Back where I come from, we're rather infamous.
Became all the way not good, not for being a good assassin. Oh, I could roast it. I think I would, yeah.
Oh, fine. Is that what you fellas used to mock your prisoners? Such cruelty.
Oh, come on now. We're having a bit of fun, Zeverin. Besides, who knows, you might be joining me later on.
Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see.
So, who hired you to kill us?
A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it.
Does that mean you're loyal to Logan?
I have no idea what his issues are with you. The usual, I imagine. You threaten his power, yes?
Yes.
Beyond that, no, I am not loyal to him. I was contracted to perform a service.
Now that you failed that service?
Oh, well, that's between Logan and the Crows, and between the Crows and myself.
And between you and me?
Isn't that what we're establishing now?
Very true. When were you to see him next?
I wasn't. If I had succeeded, I would have returned home and the Crows would have informed your Logan of the results, if he didn't already know. If I had failed, I would be dead, or I should be, at least as far as the Crows are concerned. No need to see Logan then.
Fair enough. If you had failed?
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist.
I like
Although
that.
the chances of succeeding at this point seem a bit slim, don't they? No, I don't suppose you'd find that funny, would you?
Oh, quite hilarious. How much were you paid?
I wasn't paid anything. The crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest.
And why were you one?
Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. The crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it.
Thank you. I'll take that under advice.
You seem like a bright lad. I'm sure you've other options.
Plenty. Why are you telling me all this?
Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely.
Fair enough. Okay, to talk my ear off then?
Consider it something I'm throwing in for free. As it is, if you're done with the interrogation, I have a proposal for you, if you're of a mind.
Alright. I'm not done questioning you yet. Alright, I'm listening, but you must make it quick.
Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
I expect the same loyalty from you?
I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing. In which case, I don't come very well recommended, I suppose.
That's not what I really meant. And what makes you think... And what's to stop you from finishing the job later?
To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you.
And they come after you?
Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
And what do you want in return?
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you.
Agreed.
And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
Alright, I accept your offer.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Don't worry about it, we got this. We got it. That fourth option is such a burn. You're here, aren't you? Collecting cast-offs is what I do. Oh, I know it's scripted to be a negative response, but I would probably say that just out of sarcasm. Like, come on, we collect cast-offs here. Here. I mean, you're one, I'm one, we all are. Don't worry about it, though. We could use him.
Alright, I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
Liliana were here,
I
we'd
hereby
get
pledge my oath of loyalty to
check
you
with
until
her.
such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Right, that is good. We are going to be switching up a little bit between Zeverin and... I think Alistair. Since we are going to the forest... That was really useful. You know what, we're going to be using Shale a lot. Let's give her...
Crap.
Well, that's just rude. We'll give Zeverin a chance. I wish I could take everybody with me. Just have a team of 12 or how many other characters we have access to.
On it.
Be here, so take that. Got another letter. Friends of Red Jenny. Friends of Red Jenny. Part a small painted box as well as request from as requested by the Friends of Red Jenny. The reward. Wait, okay. We'll have to go pick that up. Or sorry, not go pick it up, but put away. I think we got everything around here. So let's continue off to the forest. Now, I think in this little session I have going, I'm not going to explore too much into it, but we're going to go here. We're going to get a little bit of lore about the place. And I might also do a bit of conversing with Zeverin.
Stop right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
Actually, I'm looking for the Dalish.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
I am a Grey Warden, and I do wish to speak with your leader.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Couldn't I just present the paper? What kind of options? I would just present the papers, like, here you go. And I have my friend here. Any people go around pretending to be Grey Wardens, do they?
No, that's true. Perhaps I shall let the Keeper decide for himself. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Mercenary, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zeverin, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
My name's Alarak. A pleasure to meet you.
Manners. From a Shemlin. Interesting. What might be your mission here? Have you come to spread news of the Blight? I had already sensed the corruption spreading in the south. The existence of the Blight is not news to me. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago.
Yes, we are.
Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me.
It's not just your clan, but it could be several other clans.
The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped. But we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
That's a big theme of this game. Nobody's able to uphold the obligations. At least until we earn it. There are actual werewolves in this forest?
There was a time in Ferelden's history when werebeasts roamed the lands in great numbers. Spirits possessed animals and turned them into horrific monsters. The humans warred against and destroyed these creatures. No doubt their tales of those days grow ever more inaccurate.
Werewolves are beasts not unlike abominations, possessed wolves driven mad.
The werebeasts are not all gone from this land, and the ones that stalk the Brazilian forests are proof of this.
Why did these beasts attack you?
They are savage and unrelenting. They need no reason to attack anyone. What is curious, however, is the ambush. We expect werewolves to be no more cunning than a rabid wolf. The ambush suggests a level of intelligence we've never seen before.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Perhaps as a scholar, as one who's curious, perhaps they are not as unintelligent as one may think.
I doubt that. The very curse that is in their blood fills them with an unreasoning rage that precludes any true thought.
Is there no way to help your men?
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
I am pretty good at non-trivial tasks.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
All right. Said you could perhaps destroy the curse?
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
I'll find this Witherfang for you.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
I have some questions for you.
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
How do I find Witherfang? Do you have any advice on that?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest.
Tell me more about this curse the hunters now suffer from.
There is not much to say. It stemmed originally from Witherfang, but now any werewolf may infect someone with it.
So did all werewolves stem from Witherfang then?
No. The ones from this forest, however, do.
So if a werewolf bites me, I would become infected?
It is possible, but not guaranteed. The only way to protect against the curse is not to be bitten.
And this, by the way, is to kind of explain why your character doesn't actually suffer from it. Because we are going to be fighting werewolves, but if anything was able to be cursed, that is kind of an explanation as to why they might not be. Or, well, at least why we won't be when we go into there. At no point are we going to be cursed with lycanthropy. How do you know if they've been infected by the curse?
You will know within a matter of days. You will begin to sweat and vomit, and most tellingly, your temper will become wild and uncontrollable. If that happens to you, you should seek out Witherfang even more swiftly. Your mission at that point will be rather personal.
Agreed. So how did this curse start?
That is a long tale I do not have time to tell. Ask Sayrel about it if you wish.
Alright, I want to ask something
Go on,
else.
then. I must return.
We can ask for some extra help.
Yes. What is it you need?
I need some equipment.
Then I suggest you see Master Verathorn. I will instruct him to put aside some supplies for you, the kind that the hunters use.
Thank you. I should go.
I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Thank you for that. Now, this is the other one we can ask. We can ask her for any advice. We don't want to touch this chest. She'll get mad.
How do we
we move these things through the forest? Do the trees just get out of their way, or what?
I imagine they're pretty skilled at it. There's a lot we can do here. Village. I think this is, yep. Ben Harel, the Dread Wolf. Very topical, actually, since you'll be seeing a lot more of him later. We'll just take a either takes us into the forest or to the map. I don't remember which. Hello.
Andaran Atishan, outsider.
I should go, sir.
Then may the creators bring you fortune.
Alright, let's see here. We're not going to go into the forest just yet, but...
This should be easy enough.
Alright. Dalish boots.
On it.
Go ahead and take these. Is that a gift that we got, or is that a... Blue scene. Okay. Oh, wait. This was supposed to be for Liliana. Right. Forgot about that. You found one of the love letters.
Let's get started.
So this is the stuff that they are going to give us. Take it. I have... Good question for you.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Ferrothorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Ferrothorn.
And so they should. Truly, the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
I think you need to tell him how to use a hammer properly. I was told you could supply me with some equipment.
Yes. The Keeper sent word that you might ask me for such. I took the liberty of assembling some goods that our hunters use. I notice you've already found the chest I placed it in. Feel free to sort through and take whatever you found there, if you've not done so already.
Okay. Is there any other equipment that you could spare by chance? Or maybe can I get you to hit? I think I can help out?
I have nothing left that the clan could spare, but we do have goods that we were going to bring to the Shemlin villages to barter with.
What exactly do you make here?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The Keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
This is also a pretty good way to get a nice early level here, because Ironbark is tier 5, if I remember correctly, and it is pretty high. It is pretty up there. So if you were to come to here first, you'd want to speak to this and say, what if I found some Ironbark for you?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across Ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
I'll take a look at while I'm in the forest.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first.
Oh yes, absolutely. I would like to barter with you.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Alright. Ooh, yes. These are valued. I value these greatly. Yes, I do. Take all those. Take the lyrium potions as well. Adler's deal additional nature damage with each hit and may... Okay, pretty nice. Yeah, if you want to play this on the hardest difficulty, unless you have like, if you're kind of like me and you don't really know builds, then you want to take advantage of just about everything that you can get your hands on. So, ideally, you have one person who specializes in trap making, one person who specializes in potion making, and one person who specializes in poison making. You don't need anybody with herbalism. You don't need every character with herbalism in order to use it, but you do need at least level 1 on traps and poison making in order to use some of the poison / traps. So for instance, Wayne here, I think she's 2 or 3 in herbalism. So that has this covered. We are currently, I think, 1 and 1, so we can use them all. I don't know what Alistair is, and I think Zeverin might actually have our poison making covered at the moment. So I might go ahead and make advance myself in trap making once we finish our coercion tree. Or maybe I might wait on the coercion. Put one more into trap making so we can make some better traps. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this. Ooh, we have acidic traps. Very nice. Salves, large grease trap, acidic coating. That, acidic traps. Nice. Ooh. Oh, you sell a bunch of this. I need a bunch. Let me just buy 20. And they also sell a lot of elf foot, which you need that in order to craft. You need that to craft poultices. So as long as you have money, you can buy a lot of elf foot, and you can make yourself a large array of poultices. You also need the flasks for it. So they don't offer it here, but if you bought a bunch elf foot root here, not elf foot, you bought a bunch of the elf root here, then you went back to your camp. I believe Belhan sells flasks, so you can easily amass quite the array of healing poultices. But I would recommend doing that at the end stages of the game. I mean, we could buy a bunch of it right now. It actually that wouldn't cost us a whole lot. I'll go ahead and buy a bunch for now, and we'll do some crafting later. Dalish stuff, a silver brooch. Now this stuff I don't mind. I don't mind buying gifts from other vendors, because they're gifts that aren't going to show up later on. So let's see. I'll actually buy both the traps. No, I won't. I'll buy the plans. The traps. Gonna set us back a little bit. And I'm gonna sell back the stuff that you gifted us. You. Nothing personal. I just need the money. Rare iron bark. And let's see. So, if I remember, yep. What level do you have? Okay, so you can make that. You have advanced. I don't think you have master, so not quite able to do that just yet. But we do have the advanced, so as long as Zeverin's here, we can build ourselves some... Well, actually, when we go back to camp, we can build ourselves... Maybe when we... I don't remember. Actually, while we're here in this area, because it's tech a friendly zone, we can switch out our party members. We could craft a bunch of poisons and ball grenades coatings with Zeverin. We'll want to make sure that we utilize that to the fullest. So, which means all these stones, the frost stocks, the frozen stuff. We'll need to utilize that. And Wayne, what can... Oh, she doesn't have improved herbalism. That's an issue. I thought she did. No matter, we'll have to improve that. Because this is what I need. We get this, we can have flasks, a bunch of distilling agents, and just whip up a bunch of these. A greater, we do need a concealer agent, but that's a little bit further down the line. Okay, let's see here. Didn't take Statues, Goddess of the Hunt, Hearthkeeper, don't loot that chest. God of the Crafts, colored inks.
As you wish.
Go ahead inside a little more. Lots of very injured people here. Hunter, hunter, hunter. Sorrow.
We few wanderers greet you, Shemlin. We understand you are venturing into the haunted forest to save our brethren.
Yes.
I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
The Keeper mentioned that. Actually, if I'm lucky, maybe I can find them.
An outsider to the rescue, but of course. What were we doing trying to solve our own problems?
I'm just trying to help out, okay?
Nothing will help us now. Least of all the meddling of an outsider.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunter's help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment.
Yeah.
Forgive me, Grey Warden. It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlin have taught us.
It is even more difficult when you live amongst them, trust me.
Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
You know what? I'd like that.
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Yes? Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlin had built on the darkest magic. They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army, and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlin prophet, came out of the south and challenged the Tevinter Imperium. Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
I really couldn't say. I'm not much of a history person. Sorry.
Could not say, or will not. What do you say, child? Can you tell us what happened to the Dales?
The Shemlin wouldn't let us be.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker, and they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlin nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants, and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
Okay, I see. I wanted to at least be friendly with this. Not every human felt that way, I'm sure.
And which is worse? The actions of those who believed they were right, or the inaction of those who knew they were wrong? Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
Then we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost law.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenan, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
I do hate to be the bearer of bad news, but in Inquisition, we're actually going to learn that a lot of this might be a little skewed. It may have been a little, a tiny bit misleading, but only a tiny bit. Thank you very much. I've enjoyed it very much.
Perhaps one day you will tell us a tale of your people. A day when you are not guest and stranger, but savior. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brazilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
I do. Yes, please.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
And?
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
Fascinating. This Witherfang still exists today?
So Zeverin insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful, much as Zeverin himself.
So there are many spirits in the forest, I take it?
The forest is said to be haunted. Spirits possess the trees, the wolves, even the bodies of the dead. They yearn for true life, you see.
As all spirits do. How many battles were fought? What were the battles like fought in this forest?
Who can say what value the Imperium placed on this land? And how many elves died here in slavery? Even the barbarians who came to overthrow the Imperium fought and died on this soil.
How many werewolves are there?
No one knows. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
How eerie. Have the hunters become werewolves?
It is said that one or two have turned already, though the Keeper denies it. As for the rest, they will either die or turn, unless they are killed out of mercy. I would rather die than become a ravening, soulless beast. Wouldn't you?
Fair enough. That is all that I need to know. Thank you.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
It's kind of sad. Like a bit of a spoiler, but it doesn't really do a whole lot of that. Just really unfortunate. I wish it did. A little more of that. Let's see here. So, I could see some elf root over here. Go ahead and quickly pick this up. And we'll pick this up here too. But unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today. Thank you everybody for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you really enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video or any of my other videos to anybody who you think will enjoy my content. Next time, we're going to finish up with talking to some people around here. Try to get some additional quests to do in the Brazilian... this forest that we're in. And I'm probably going to do all of Witherfang, the Witherfang story arc, in one recording session. So so that we get it all done with. I get all the quests done related to the forest. There's actually a lot of stuff inside this in here that we have yet to discover. So if we come here, we have rare iron bark. We of course have the main quest. We have a lot of these, not a lot, but a few of them require us to be in here. I could think not for that, not that, favored. Love letters, no. This one we got, so we just need to go back. Here we'll need to get as well. So we got one that we're looking for. I think this is where we'll find the rest of the scroll of Banastor, or maybe at least another one or two of them. There's only 5 in the game, but who knows? Find and activate. We'll be able to get this part of that done. I need to fast travel for that. Nothing there. We got this, so that's 3 that we can get done in here. $18. I think we're gonna get more corpse skull for the Chanter's board. Dinnerim. You might see this maybe. We have Pearl Before Swine. No, not that. And the Blackstone Irregulars. I think we have nothing here. And alright, so we got 3 things that we can do. 3 miscellaneous quests that we'll be able to do here, plus some optional quests that we'll get within this area. Anyways, that's going to do for today, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, until next time, take it easy.